Thank you for not going live. Thank you. Just jump in right here.
Well, technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. You haven't missed much.
As unfortunately, I have a little technical difficulty on the live section of things, but we are here starting off. Start off Heat 1 in the middle of it. We have Marcus Palacio out front, Devin Hughes P2, David Doothwaite, Olivier Rateau, and Joseph DiGiacomo in his heat. I know Olivier Rateau, he did Joker. Let's see who else is. And DiGiacomo has, so midway through Heat 1 here. Sorry about the little late start here.
Yeah, don't worry, folks. You haven't missed much. They've been very well behaved. It was very much not like what we saw last week with everyone's brains going out the window in Heat 1. A lot of been pretty spread out, honestly, actually.
Yeah, as we kind of had a nice clean start for a chaotic turn 1 here. Or what can be a chaotic turn 1.
Yeah, and it's surprising to me too, because like it's such a tough turn 1. You know, you've got pretty much a 90-degree left-hand corner. Like it's so easy to just get demolished by someone, not even necessarily trying to do a dive bomb. Just you can misjudge it just a smidge and just cause mass calamity, because it's the narrowest part on the track. You know, far cry from last week where it's not as narrow here compared to Barcelona, but the turn 1 complex and the Joker are very narrow, so that's something you really have to be careful with.
As we're coming through the checkered flag, Palacio, Hughes, and Doothwaite all have to take their Jokers here. Make sure they do, as Palacio and Hughes do, along with Doothwaite. So Marcus Palacio takes Heat win number 1, just like last week. We'll see if he can get a feature win. So far, he's been perfect tonight. So he's Devin Hughes, P2. And then going on to the LCQ, David Doothwaite, Olivier Rateau, and Joseph DiGiacomo. I'll say while we're waiting here, I'll just kind of do, or since things get a little weird, do a quick sponsor plug. Our coverage of all season on ASN is brought to you by NordVPN. NordVPN, our gateway to online freedom and security. Protect your digital privacy with military-grade encryption. Browse the web anonymously and access your favorite content from anywhere in the world. Receive 63% off a 2-year plan at nordvpn.com/ASN TV USA. And also, as we get going here for Heat 2, sleeping on the start.
Someone didn't get the memo.
Rakowski was sleeping on the start there. So Bryan Sawyer jumps up to the lead. Matty Grove P2. Dan Ricardo right on Grove's back bumper.
Once again, very well behaved. It's crazy watching them get so close to the inside in turn 2, and that's what you have to do. You need that little bit of grip from the curbing to help get the car around, because if you don't and you just kind of carry a consistent arc off the corner, you're going to be in a very precarious position entering that jump. It's very easy to just kind of yeet yourself off the side and just end up right in the big blue tire barriers. I've had many a race ended in such a fashion.
Yeah, you gotta get nice and low. Pitch a little bit. What's showing of that rumble strip there is a grip lane. Just one thing in rallycross here, especially in iRacing, it's all about finding whatever little grip you can, and sometimes it's not very wide, so you gotta be very precise with your cars. Bryan Sawyer took the Joker there in lap 1, so now he's gonna have to work through traffic. He's already on the back bumper of Dan Carrito here. Matty Grove is leading at the moment. We'll see if these two respond to the Joker.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad decision. It just kind of, he's kind of lucky that Grove decided to Joker too, because if Grove decided to keep on running, and Bryan gets stuck behind Corrido. So he could have pulled a little bit of a gap and get a overcut going, but yeah, Joker's early 1 lap after Bryan.
There's Matty Grove there, took the Joker there, so he's now sitting P3 1 spot out, but we're waiting on Corrido to take his Joker. Sawyer looks up the inside of the contact. He caught that inside wall and kind of bounced into Corrido there. That's going to help Matty Grove fall to the back bumper.
Yeah, now if you're Grove, this is kind of not good. Oh, did Corrido just Joker?
Yep. Yeah, Corrido just took the Joker there, so
that is a huge break for him. Otherwise, he might have been the one kind of losing time behind Corrido.
Everyone but Young is Joker so far. Young sitting P4 at the moment. Rakowski's pulling up to his back bumper. After that botch start, not sure what got caught sleeping there or what happened there.
A unique line there. Running the cushion.
I was doing a little bit of testing for tomorrow, and I was trying that idea because I know in like Bryan's hatch where we throw it off and kind of use the sand trap out there, and I was thinking, well, the grass is grippier, so I was trying it a little bit ago, and I think it may work. You're gonna have to work on it some, but I don't know about these cars with them being more momentum based and lower horsepower.
I don't think it's gonna work simply because, well, what you're saying is true. The problem is that you're going immediately into another hairpin in the other direction. So trying that way wide up by the wall all line for the left-hand corner, you're compromising your entry into the right hand, and it's costing you way more time than you're gonna get.
Absolutely. As we finish our heat number 2 here, Bryan Sawyer takes the win, moves on to the feature along with Matty Grove. Dan Corrido will be the first one out. Heat number 3 here, Jess Rakowski 4th, and Daryl Young wrapping up our heat number 2.
Bryan taking the win in the team veg car. Have to say it like Jeremy Clarkson says Jag.
Heat 2, or Heat 3, sorry, we got Josh Mertz, Eric Kaplinger, Joseph Marcetti, Eric Dubois, and Solomon Warshinger. So we got 2 JC Simsports cars, 1 badge car, 1 Slapex car, and a Redmond Racing car. Here we go, we take the green. And what's up with the JC Simsport?
Good gracious.
Marcetti was sleeping that time. Mertz down into turn 1, Kaplinger right behind him. Dubois looked to battle there with Kaplinger. Thought better of it. Off in the dirt section for the first time. You really got to watch out going too wide there and clipping the tire barrier on the double apex.
Yeah, you really want that nice double apex arc, but as you said, you don't want too much of an arc.
Yeah, like you were speaking earlier, if you run too shallow in it, then you're going to swing out and jump off the jump, off the side of it. But if you swing out too wide, you're going to clip the back end under the tire barrier in the middle of the corner. So it's a very fine line of where you got to be running through there. Just see if anyone jokers here on lap 1. Joey Marcetti does, so see where that helps him. Ooh,
whoa!
Flipped it.
Little kiss.
That was super close there. That could have ended his. That could have unraveled his night big time. He's got a pretty decent lead here. Kind of clips that inside wall too. Hairpin here. See if anyone jokers this time. Now Mertz looks a joker. So he's probably going to come behind Dubois here. Oh, he's going to be door to door with Dubois. Oh, Dubois let him in.
Oh, he cut him a huge break because he could have pushed it, and honestly, it would have been better interest for Dubois because it would have given him a bit of a chance there.
Yeah, that would have made him battle for sure. See if he could have a chance, but now he hasn't even jokered yet, and he's still behind him, so that's just gonna hurt him even more. Mertz ran a little bit wide there through that left-hander. Nice and tight.
Oh, a little too tight.
He keeps clipping these walls. Dubois takes a joker here. So Kaplinger is the only one left to not joker.
Yeah, he might want to consider doing that quickly. Doesn't want to open himself up to the undercut from Dubois. He's not quite carrying the same arc off of the corner entering the jump, and I think that's hurting him. You can see Mertz made up a lot of ground now and being able to carry a lot more momentum off the corner.
Yeah, there's a like I was saying, there's a fine line where also when you come in through there, you almost want to have a tiny bit of a shallow arc, because when you hit the compression, as Kaplinger takes a joker here, when you hit the compression of the jump, it straightens you out. So you can be like, you're almost gonna jump off, but like a very slight amount. So then when it compresses, it straightens out your car. So it's a very tricky, and you gotta kind of have a trust in your vehicle on what you're doing.
Precisely.
As Mertz takes the white flag here in P1, Kaplinger P2, Dubois with about a little bit of a 2-second gap to him. So unless anything weird happens here, Dubois will have to go through the LCQ. Mercedes kind of a couple car lengths behind him here. So rounding through the final 2 corners here. Josh Mertz will take your heat win number 3 points. Eric Kaplinger will get 2 points and move on to the feature. And Eric Dubois will end up, unfortunately, in the LCQ, but possibly can make it through to the feature along with Joey Mercedes. So heat number 4 here. We got Josh Klog, Ed Boyles Jr., Jake Robichaux, and JP DeFino. So 4 cars, 2 spots to the feature. Now if we go down in turn 1, ooh.
Oh.
Rewind into 1, we're gonna get crazy. Is nice and clean.
It was scaring me.
A little bit of contact there between DeFino and Boyles.
Yeah, I was not entirely sure if he was going to make the corner.
So that one, I think, was the scariest one we've had so far. Giving me flashbacks of last time I raced here. Went off, got punted off in that opening. Ended up in the tire barrier. So hopefully we don't see that tonight.
Nice move by Ed, just slips by.
Ooh, Robichaux gets in the back of DeFino there.
Ooh.
I think we're gonna have a really good battle here for the second transfer spot. As Klog just jumps out to a massive lead already.
Yeah,
a little bit crossed up there on the asphalt.
Yeah, he got a good jump off of the corner with the line he took, but because
Robichaux with a massive drive in the corner.
Yeah, that was almost too much of a drive into the corner.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good battle. Oh, Robichaux again. His entry speed is amazing.
Yeah, man, Ed is watching this with a big smile because this is giving him just enough gap to pull away.
And as you say that, DeFino was checking, closing in on him.
Yeah, he can really get through the last couple the dirt hairpins a lot better than Ed. He is making up so much time. Ed seems to get him through the double apex complex here, but JP just reels him in the second half of the lap.
We're about midway through this heat race so far. Nobody's jokered yet. So, see who takes. I'd imagine someone's going to take a joker here to kind of jump some strategy, get some clean track. Because they seem super equal. Last time they were a 44.7, 8, and a 45 flat. So, let's see.
Nope, there it is.
Defino takes a joker and does Robo-Show.
Well, if you're Ed, you're really wheeling the heck out of it now.
Ed ran a 40. Ed ran the same lap time as Clog with a 44.5. So
That's
good lap time
impressive.
there by Boyles.
Oh,
We have a battle.
oh, we got a battle.
Oh, don't run too wide here. Don't. Nope, we're good.
Man, I don't know if that was really the right time to make that move here, Jake, though. Oh.
Defino totally missed that corner. He's gonna run wide here. Oh, here comes Robo-Show up the inside.
Yeah, I don't know if he just got a little off of his game with the move from Robo-Show, but yeah, I just don't think it was that time to make the move. Like, if they would have stayed nose to tail and just get on it, there's might been a small chance they could get an undercut working on Ed, but with all the time they're losing battling, I think that might be all she wrote for the transfer spot.
Yeah, it was a Robo-Show and Defino ran a 46 second lap, and Boyles ran a 44. So, but Boyles didn't take a joker, so him and Clog are both going to joker here, coming to the checkered. So we may have a drag race depending on what happens. We have a battle for P3. Ooh, Robo-Show gets a really good run up off the corner. Oh, Boyles has a pretty big gap there. So Josh Clog is your winner here for heat number 4. Ed Boyles Jr. transferred on into the feature as well. And then best of the rest, moving on to the LCQ, Jake Robo-Show and JP Defino. So moving on to semi-final.
Only the winner transfers
number
out of
1.
these two. So just keep that in mind, boys and girls. When I tell you top 2, only the
We have
winner.
David Doothwaite, Eric Dubois, Olivier Rateau, Joey Marcetti, and Joseph DiGiacomo. Looking for the lights here. Green we go, and another one. Dubois sleep in there.
Jeez.
What is up with the sleeping on the start tonight? We go 3 wide down into turn 1.
Oh my God!
Nice and clean. Clean racing by all these drivers tonight.
Meanwhile, Dubois almost dumped it in the bag. It was a heck of a save.
Good battle here. Doothwaite looking to try to win his teammate.
That could have ended poorly. Oh, we gotta send. Oh, Olivier was looking.
Ooh.
He was wanting to.
As
Oh! Little bit of a love tap. Oh, that's more than a love tap. Oh, man.
Doothwaite gets turned off the front bumper of Rateau there. Just gonna let Marcetti just run out of the way. Only. Wait a minute. It is telling me 2 cars make it to the feature. Is it one? As it's only 1, so I think a little bit of iRacing mishap there. Ooh, as Olivier Rateau almost jumped off the end of the jump there. So,
Oh,
that's gonna run. Oh, and he can get all crossed up. Here comes Dubois. Dubois, after that really botched start, he's able to drive up the P2 here.
man, Rateau and the
Oh
my
off the
goodness!
front bumper.
Oh! Rateau and the terrible, no good, very bad last quarter of the lap.
And not sure what kind of. I think he might have was thinking about trying to clear him in Joker, but obviously not clear. So unfortunately, gets turned into the Armco.
And he's still going.
As we got Marcetti and Dubois out front. Rateau getting just passed by Doothwaite, so put Doothwaite up to P3. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rateau's car is absolutely killed on the right side.
That Beetle light is FUBAR.
As
No, I will
Mercedes
not
takes the
expand on
Joker
that
here.
acronym.
As he's checked out now, so
He's starting to close in, but he still has his Joker, so yeah, this one might be finished. All the chaos and the grab ass going on really worked out for Mercedes.
yeah, as he was able to check out, kind of run away field there. Dubois dragging the front bumper on that inside wall.
There's not going to be any sidewalls left on these tires, I swear.
As Dubois takes a Joker here. So it's going to be a battle for P2. I think it would be P11 overall between Doothwaite and Dubois here for the final lap. A little bit of a gap, so let's see if they can mount to anything.
Oh no! Yep.
Never mind, commentator's curse. Doothwaite goes around. Hopefully he does. Oh
no! Oh my god!
that was close.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Oh my good! Oh, I think he's stuck. Oh man. Oh goodness.
As
Well,
rounding the final couple corners. After a
Buddy,
little bit
get
of
your
excitement
teeth.
there, we
Good
have
job, buddy.
Mercedes moving on to the feature.
Joey's like, I don't know what the fuss is about. This was a very straightforward race.
Eric Dubois, best of the rest. P11 overall. Joseph DiGiacomo moving up. P3
Yeah.
and P13.
That's what I was telling you, folks at home. If you don't exit the big sweeper or just right, your jump will look like that.
Absolutely, Olivier Rateau, and then our friend there finishing out the rest. Moving on, we have Dan Carrito, Jake Robichaux, Jess Rakowski, JP DeFino, Daryl Young, and Solomon Bornschinger. 6
Well.
cars for one position.
Let's see if they can match the excitement from the last one.
Robichaux was a little bit sleeping, but not as bad as what we've had so far tonight.
Yeah, that's not gonna do. Oh!
We got a couple cars too wide through here. Now they're gonna funnel single file, looks like. Nice and clean front 4, nose to tail.
All under a blanket. That's nice.
Like I said, we only got one car to make it into the feature here. Ooh, a little bit of contact there from DeFino and Rakowski.
Oh.
Inside. See if anyone jokers out of these 4.
Oh, there it is.
And DeFino through along with Robichaux.
I was just about to say, hey, if I'm Carrito, I'm jokering now, because trying to go 2x2 through there usually doesn't end well, and yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would have jokered there, I think, as well. Because now we got DeFino out front. Jake Robichaux, good run up. Good corner there. Pulling up to the back bumper.
Ooh, a little bit of can't quite get the crossover. Oh, but there's a hole. There's a hole.
See if any of these 2 joker now. Neither of these 2 joker. Ooh, Robichaux up to the back bumper.
Yeah, I don't quite think it. Oh, there's a send. He's looking. Does he get Delfino off of his line a little bit?
As Young ran a same lap time. 46 flat for Robichaux. 46.8 for DeFino.
Yeah, I was gonna say. hey, you might not want to Joker yet till you get more of a gap to Young and not get held up, but there's not any being held up from Young. He's running them down.
As he's closing in as these two battle. See if any of them Joker this time.
You have to.
Robichaux does. Although I think he's a little bit slow. So does Young.
That
Young
works.
gets crossed up in the Joker.
That's huge for Robichaux. Oh, he's got clean track. He can just set off and focus. Delfino's got to be inch perfect. Speaking of, I'm not quite sure if that was a perfect corner there.
As we got Delfino checking out, I'd imagine to see if he responds to that Joker.
You have to. You can't waste any time, especially if he's a little quicker. You cannot give yourself up to the undercut.
As here comes Delfino.
There it is.
We're gonna have a one-lap battle till the finish here.
Moment of truth. Ooh, a little untidy. He's got him by a lot.
Got a good run.
Mildly anticlimactic.
Cause yeah, Delfino ran a second faster through the Joker. I think it was that hesitation by Robichaux. He seemed to like have to stop and think about it for a second, and that kind of held him up there just enough to give him that space here. Robichaux clipped the turtle not to run too wide out of that corner. See if he's got anything for him the last couple corners. It looks like Delfino coming onto the asphalt here to the right and left.
Impressive last couple laps.
Delfino puts it into the feature here. Jake Robichaux, first man out.
Heck of a job,
P12 overall.
Deserved, sir. Well done, buddy.
P3 here. Dan Carrito, Jess Rakowski, and then Borschinger, he ended up parking it, so must have had a little bit too much damage there. So
The two cars that
as our
did not
heats and
transfer.
LCQs are all wrapped up, the highly anticipated feature race approaches. But before we get started, let's hear a quick message from our sponsor.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, Romain Rateau has led all evening long, but Schofield to the inside, and he makes it stick. funny story about Bryan Sawyer. He showed up to the track 5 minutes ago with 0 practice, and each lap increasing in pace for the man from Wisconsin. Mertz deep on the brakes in the 812, clobbering the curve to get by Olivier Rateau. Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up and into the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. Grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Rocky's going to hold his spot.
Our coverage all season on ASN is brought to you by NordVPN. NordVPN, your gateway to online freedom and security. Protect your digital privacy with military-grade encryption. Browse the web anonymously and access your favorite content from anywhere in the world. Receive 63% off a 2-year plan at nordvpn.com/ASNTVUSA. Also, our cameras for the entire season are provided by TrackCams22.com, and our intro music is produced by our own Alex Abetty. So, quick predictions here. James, what are you kind of thinking as we get 10 cars going off into turn one here shortly?
Well, I think we're gonna get another classic battle. Well, here we're gonna have a front row of Marcos, Bryan, and Mertz, and then you got Clog right behind him on the inside of row 2. It's gonna be a heck of a. It's gonna be chaos going into turn 1. I think we've been fooled a little bit.
Yeah, waiting here, I believe, for Mertz actually to grid up. Now he just jumps on the grid, so.
Staging duel.
Hopefully we have a nice clean turn 1 here. Let's see. The lights are up, and let's see what happens here in Charlotte. Round number 5. Green, and we are off.
Hold on to your butt cheeks, everybody.
3 wide. See who blinked.
Whoa!
Mertz.
Oh!
As we got a little bit of carnage. Boyles ends up in the tire barriers. Only 1 car. Wasn't that a pretty clean start? Oh!
The door for Mertz.
Mertz comes in. Oh, Mertz gets turned.
Oh my goodness! Oh, off into the wall.
As Mertz trying to spin it back around. So put him to the back. That was off the front bumper from Bryan Sawyer. Sawyer's back bumper is all messed up now.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about when I saw Mertz trying to send it pit, because like I've said multiple times, you're going to slide up.
I'm just not going to say what I want to say. It's not good for anybody.
If you take a shallow entry like that,
win,
you
guys.
just slid up
Whatever.
right into Bryan. I don't know there was a whole lot Bryan could have done on that to avoid it. Just trying to, you know, if you have that pole, you need to, you gotta send it. Mertz sent it and just didn't go quite right.
Yeah, that double apex, it invites people to shoot it up the inside on the second part of it, but Bryan was already committed to shutting the door there, and unfortunately turned Mertz around. So end of lap 1, middle lap 2 here. Marcus Palacio picking up where he left off, leading. And then we got Josh Clogg and Bryan Sawyer top 3. Devin Hughes pretty close to the back bumper. See if he can fly the JC Sim 4 banner on the podium tonight. We have the calamity that happened to Mertz. Marcetti there in P5. Matty Grove, Eric Kaplinger, Ed Boyle Jr., JP DeFino, and Josh Mertz. Back half of the field, the Sense Boyles have taken one of their 2 jokers.
Oh my goodness!
Woo! As Hughes goes off. So I was just kind of giving the praise, possibly being the JC Sport driver on the podium, and unfortunately, he goes flying, hitting that sleeping turtle there.
Yeah, these cars do not like those curbs, man. You tend to see that happen a lot more at Phoenix coming to the start gate. Good gracious. Oh, and it just snapped on him.
Yeah, totally unfortunate. He was looking promising. Like I said, he's kind of the Evan McFarlane of the series. Newer driver coming on, has a ton of pace and speed. Just some bad luck has been biting him. So hopefully he can find that horseshoe and be able to get on the podium. So the front 2 are checking out a little bit. Marcus Palacio and Josh Clogg. About a 1.5 second gap here. As Palacio and Clogg both joker. So that pulls Bryan Sawyer up to the back bumper. He has jokered once. Kaplinger, DeFino, and Mertz have completed their strategy. So and Mercedes takes a joker. So everyone has at least 1 joker. Matty Grove, I believe, will be the first one with 2 here. Yep. So Matty Grove and Kaplinger will be the first 2 battling as Mertz sets a fast lap time. He's trying to salvage whatever points he can. There's Palacio and Clogg out front. But that 2-second difference here. See if any of these drivers. Sawyer takes the joker, so he's going to complete his strategy. Along with Marcetti. Oh, battle behind them. Grove. Oh, Grove gets turned by Kaplinger. Quick save.
Yeah, it looked out that it was not worse. He was able to do like a nice little 360 and only lose really 1 position.
As he can, just got a little bit crossed up there by getting off the front bumper of Kaplinger. See if he can reel him back in. So the top 2, Palacio and Clogg, are the only 2, and Hughes are the only 3 that have not jokered. See if as Palacio jokers, Clogg gets out in front here. I think the first time we've seen in the last 2 rounds of Palacio not being out front.
Yeah, if Sawyer can get on it, he might. There's a small chance he might be able to pit Clogg for second. It's gonna be super close.
Clogg bounces off that inside wall. Palacio looking up the inside. Clogg gives him the room. Oh, a little bit of contact there.
Oh!
Yeah, this is going to let Sawyer reel him in.
Man, I'm surprised that Clogg didn't take his joker there. Marcos is quicker. They're going to battle, and it's going to cost Josh time.
As Mertz, we're looking back in the field, Mertz coming through the traffic now. He just got around DeFino. Now he's going to set his sights on Grove, who's sitting in P6 at the moment. So
yeah,
Mertz up to P7 after that turn 1 or turn 2 and 3 calamity.
Oh. And nope, he's staying out again. Man.
Yeah, this is what these 2 are running 45. Let's see what they were on this time. 44.7, 44.4. Let's see what Sawyer runs. 44.5. So in the same lap time bracket is so fairly equal. Oh!
Oh my goodness!
Oh!
Oh my
Palacio.
goodness! And Palacio's in the wall too.
And he's got front end damage. As Sawyer looking to possibly jump up the inside here of Clog.
Yeah, you just wait until Clog takes his Joker. Oh man.
I wonder if this is going to make Clog take his Joker now. After what happened. Nope. Oh, and big time crossed up there. That car's not handling well.
Oh, he's spinning.
Oh, Sawyer around the outside.
Oh, what a move. What a move. Yeah, he still has, he's going to take it on this last lap.
As we're in the white flag lap here, Palacio out front. I think he's going to be set. Sawyer's going to be pretty much set for P2, so now the battle's going to be between Clog and Marcetti here. Clog has to take the Joker.
Man, Clog just has a great wreck bucket of, I can't finish that statement.
As Mertz was able to move around Grove, so now he's P6. Oh, Clog getting all crossed up. That's going to give Marcetti here. He's going to be on the podium for the first time in his career.
No!
So our winner...
Oh my goodness.
Our winner, Marcus Palacio, Bryan Sawyer, P2.
Palacio with a car fit for the scrap heap takes the dub.
And then Joey Marcetti, Josh Clog, and Eric Kaplinger rounds out your top 5 with Josh Mertz, Matty Grove, Ed Boyles Jr., and Gerald DeFino. And then Devin Hughes rounding out the rest of the... Oh, Hughes actually got around DeFino right at the very end. Wonder what happened there.
Man, Marcos is lucky that he did not get any worse damage in that incident. Like, that very well could have been a Bryan Sawyer dub out of nowhere.
Absolutely. That could have wrecked his entire chance of getting the feature win there, but good rally there to be able to recover from that. As we're looking at our feature results here. So Palacio goes 2 for 2. Coming in at round 4, takes the win in Barcelona, that comes here to Charlotte and picks up the win. We definitely have title implications here. With Mertz picking up P6. And Bryan Sawyer, his title protagonist, picking home P2. So that's a real him. And so we're going to have a really entertaining battle here. Clog, too, as well. Clog was P3. And then I think our mid-pack as well should be entertaining. We'll pull them up here in a little bit. Here's a quick programming notes here. Kind of looking forward to. Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge 2023C Round 5 is tomorrow night here in Charlotte. 8 p.m. Eastern for the Contender Series, and then Supercars at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then NASA Rallycross Lites will be at Daytona on Sunday coming up. And then woven by Toyota NASA Sports Car Challenge, the finale will be in Fuji here on ASN Live, which make sure to like and subscribe. We're getting really close to hitting a good milestone, so make sure you like and subscribe that. As I think we have a little bit of time here, so I think, should we have P2 come up in? Or no, we'll start P3. Have our first time podium driver. Hey there, Joe, you got us?
Yeah, I'm here.
First off, congratulations. I believe this is your first podium, correct?
Thank you. I believe so. Yeah.
Kind of walk us through your race there. Kind of a little bit of a chaotic start with your team owner, unfortunately, kind of getting turned in front of you. Then a little bit of more chaos happening. So kind of walk us through there.
I saw my team peel off, man. I don't know what happened to Josh. I need to go back and look. and then Devin, something happened as well, and then kind of the seas parted for me. Honestly, I was telling Bryan, this is probably the least deserving podium of all time. I'm slow around here, but I kept it on the track, so I'm happy for it, man.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta have the same amount of luck as you got talent, and that's.
I'm telling you, you have to, and especially after last week too. I didn't have a good race last week, and I got a penalty that sent me to the back of the field, so it was nice to come back and have a good result here, especially for Josh too and the team.
Absolutely. Is James, you got anything for first time podium getter?
How many times did you come close to almost getting the inside wall of a couple of these corners? Because I know that this is one of the toughest tracks because of how inch perfect you have to be and how easy it is to just clip these walls a little too much. Were you close to really screwing it up?
I didn't have a moment where I felt like I was gonna turn the car into the wall. Yeah, especially on the slow hairpin on the tarmac, the last piece there. You're going so slow that you can kind of modulate the throttle to brush the wall every single time and be good. I think iRacing with the smoke is a little overdone on those. We're not really touching it much, kind of just rubbing some paint off. But it's fun. It's fun when you get it right, for sure.
As who'd you like to thank to get you on your first podium?
I don't know, man. Josh for sure, just embracing me and the team and taking me on and helping me out and showing me the way. Really appreciative to him. And then honestly, everyone in NASA has been awesome. My pace and iRatings skyrocketed since I joined this league. So I'm learning every week from guys way faster than me, and I'm just trying to stay within a few tenths of them and learn as much as I can. So honestly, everyone in the league, but especially Josh, really appreciative.
Absolutely. We'll look forward to seeing you run in Daytona next week.
I'm excited, man. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Because now we're going to speak to P2 tonight and our points as well. Mr. Bryan Sawyer, you got us?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hey there. So kind of walk us through your race there, a little bit of a championship implications there on kind of what happened there from your point of view.
Well, looking back at it, it looks like his teammates gave him a little speed boost. Looks like he was trying an inside pass on me on lap one. I think he was going a little too fast on the low line, whether I was where I was or if I was 5 feet wider. I mean, he was still sliding well. He had a lot of horizontal momentum. We were going to touch either way. I didn't want to spin him, but once the car got sideways, I mean, it was self-preservation at that point.
Yeah, so now that's going to tighten up the points battle there, you think?
I doubt it.
We'll see. As other than that, you had a good battle there, kind of trying to catch Palacio and Clog. Once the whole calamity happened, what was your thoughts there? Kind of, do you have a strategy planned out or anything like that?
Well, they kind of checked out, and my car was a little messed up on the front from, so I didn't have a lot of right-hand turn. So I was just looking at my gaps behind me, just trying to get all my jokers out of the way. Got those done. Guess it paid off because I was done with my jokers and Clog messed up somewhere. All I saw was I see a purple car in my window, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess we're on."
As Mr. Watson, do you got anything for your driver?
Yeah, it was a great result for you and Team Vag, with both you and Eric making it into the feature. Did you? So I asked this question earlier. How many times do you think you really came close to hitting the wall, especially with having to deal with the damage from the first lap incident?
Probably every lap. I mean, I've run thousands on thousands of laps here. It's my favorite RX track. I know my car is inches away from the wall every time.
All right.
As who'd you like to thank to get you P2?
Am I still here?
Yes, you are.
All right. I'd like to thank Eric for literally running probably 3,000 to 4,000 laps over our iRacing career here with me. I'd like to thank my wife, my dog, my mom. I'd like to thank Abraham Lincoln and TWR.
Absolutely. So hopefully we'll talk to you again next Sunday in Daytona.
Wherever we are. Yep.
Yep,
All right.
Daytona.
Have a good night, guys.
Night. As now we're going to move on to the point standings here. So going from 20 back to 13 back is Bryan Sawyer. There we go. Now we got the little bit of movement there. This Mertz with 114, Sawyer 101, and Clog also reeled him in. And then our biggest mover, Palacio, only 2 races out of 5, and he's up to P8 in points. Perfect rounds, essentially. Is any surprises here on the points there, James?
No, I mean, you can't really have any real surprises for the most part, as we're only halfway through the season. Bryan keeps saying, no, there's not a chance, but like he gained 7 points in one race, and we're halfway through the season, and we still have the 2 Endurance Cup races coming up. So never say never. I mean, Josh could easily get yeeted in a heat race and not make it through. So you never know. There is plenty of time left in the season.
Absolutely is. I think one of the seasons I was battling with Josh, I think one of us had like almost a 30-point lead halfway through the season. And we ended up having like a final race, 1-point battle to the title. Like anything can happen, especially with us having the endurance rounds at the middle to later end of the season instead of like what we used to do in the early days of NASA, where we had them kind of in the beginning of the season. So them having been later, them being the wild cards, especially Crandon Long, we're gonna have, and I believe Wild West or Wild Horse, one of the 2. Wild West we're gonna have, so Wild West and Crandon Long, those are gonna be 2 entertaining rounds.
Yeah, everyone who has any time spent around iRacing off-road knows how much of a dumpster fire turn 1 at Wild West can be. So again, anything can happen here.
Yeah, as we're gonna again some programming notes as I went over a little bit ago. Is our Overwatch Specialty Service NASA Rallycross Challenge will be tomorrow night, November 6th. Contenders Series will start at 8 p.m. Eastern. Supercars 9 p.m. Eastern. Just for our Euro folks, we did do a daylight savings change this past weekend, so adjust your calendar, or your kind of time for that. I know we've always had some issues in the past where the time jump, the EU doesn't change times the same time we do here in the Western Hemisphere, so a little heads up on that one. NASA Rallycross Lites round 6 will be next Sunday in Daytona, and then ending our Woven by Toad NASA Sports Car Challenge, the final round in Fuji on November 18th at 9 p.m. Eastern here on ASN Live, which make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you get those notifications open. This way they pop up anytime we go live here, which hopefully next time we go live at the proper time. A little weird incident tonight, but which a little sad thing for me. I probably had the best intro so far I've had. So unfortunately, nobody was here to hear it. As our coverage tonight was brought to you by NordVPN. Get up to 63% off a 2-year plan. Visit nordvpn.com/ASN TV USA. Our cameras for the entire season was provided by TrackCams22.com. Finally, our own intro music was produced by our own Alex Abetti. Like what you see, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow at Automotive Sports Network for all of our coverage. If you want to race with us, all of our info is at nasasimracing.com. As final thoughts there, James, and kind of tonight as a whole, and what we're looking forward to next week in Daytona?
If an awesome intro happens and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, that's this was I said it was gonna be chaos, and Lord Almighty, we sure got some chaos. That was some amazing driving, amazing moments from everyone. So yeah, it was absolutely incredible, and I hope we see more of it next week.
Yeah, I think we've had the cleanest turn one for Charlotte here that we've had all, like, anytime we've come here. Like, nobody flipped, nobody got sent. Like, we didn't have a full parking lot.
Yeah, turn one was fine. Literally everywhere else on the racetrack was the problem.
Yeah, so it was a nice clean race through the whole. I think the only real calamity there was some single car incidents and then Mertz with Sawyer. Other than that, we had nice, respectful racing. We absolutely love to see that, and that's kind of what we pride ourselves on here at NASA.
Well, there was also the exit of the jump getting clogged too.
Oh yeah, as we just saw, as we saw the slow mo there. That was pretty much just a racing incident. It's a really tight area. It's easy to do that by yourself, let alone having two cars go through there. So, looking forward to Daytona, another place where if you don't get that jump right, you're sending yourself. But yeah, looking forward to Daytona and the rest of the season here. And then after Daytona, like we said before, we go into their wildcard rounds of Crandon and Wild West. So, as the checker flag falls on the evening, from all of us at Automotive Sports Network, from Josh Mertz, Philip Krause, Victor Vallee, Justin Robichaux, Jess Rakowski, Bryan Sawyer, Chad Irvine, James Watson, Jared Lott, I am Cody Edrmann. We hope you enjoyed today's coverage of NASA Rallycross Lites from Charlotte. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Supercars here at the same circuit. But until then, good night, everyone.